So let's begin with this one. Okay, it says here Unit 1 on Read Up 2, Confucius. So we already learned about this man in the past. Okay, can you still remember that lesson?
Yes.
Yes. Okay then. So we're gonna skip number 1. I mean, it's pretty obvious. That's Confucius. So number 2, what qualities do you think a leader should have, Son? Hmm.
Mm, like they should care the people they rule.
They should care about the people they rule. Okay, so caring. Are there other qualities that you want to add?
And ruling strictly by rules and ruling fairly.
I see. Do you see these qualities in your current government?
Mm,
Why?
I
What
think
do you think?
the president really don't care about us.
Why do you say that? I just want to know. Mm.
Like I think he's only interested in like getting a taxes like that.
Like problems about the taxes.
Maybe.
I see. What do you think will happen in the future when it comes to taxes when you grow up? When you get a little older?
Uh,
Do you think it will increase, decrease, or would it stay the same? How could it affect you?
I think it'll be increased because of the coronavirus. We should like repair the things that have damaged by the COVID-19. So I think they'll have to pay more taxes.
That's true. Okay, and you too? You will soon need to pay taxes. Okay, anyway, we all need to. Okay, that's a good answer. Number 3, what do you think of the saying, treat people the way you want to be treated? Do you agree with it or do you disagree? Or what do you just think about it?
I think it is true because there's also like a proverb in Korea. Like
Mm.
if we say kind to someone, the people say kind something kind to me like that.
Mm. Okay, then that's good. Is it originally Korean or do you think it also came from Confucius?
Mm, I think it came from Confucius.
I see. Yes, that's true. Okay, a lot of ideas originated from him. Okay, very good. That was a good warm up. Okay, now let's try to build some background knowledge about, okay, Confucius. So we already learned about him, but let's see if we can add more. Okay, so please read this silently and prepare yourself, okay, to answer this question. Okay, you will use that background knowledge. Okay, so please read silently and tell me when you're done. Okay, so let's try to answer this question below it. Okay, what was the most important idea of Confucianism? Hmm, what do you
Mm,
think? Wait a minute. Do you already have an idea, Son? Not,
mm,
not yet.
maybe respecting others.
Respecting others. And what is the importance of this? I know it's important, but for you, what is the importance of this? Like respecting others, how can it improve our society? Mm.
Mm, like if people respect each other, there will be no conflict or fighting, so the society will be more peaceful.
Okay, that is true. And if it is true, why do you think there are still conflicts happening?
Mm,
Why do people, I mean, the opposite, like, why do people begin to disrespect the others and create conflict?
Because the difference between the ideas of the people.
Because they have different ideas. Okay, that is true. Okay, very good, Son. Okay, you've done it. Okay, so next, we're gonna read the long text. Okay, please read silently and tell me when you're finished. Okay, go ahead. No, okay then. So let's try to move on. Oh, do you have any questions about the passage?
No.
Oh, okay then. So let's take a look at this question on your own. It says, if you were class president, what kind of leader wait a minute, you are class president, right? Are you
Mm,
the
oh, no. Like years ago.
Okay. So what kind of class president were you?
Mm,
Are you the president that's a little bit bossy, or you let them do what they want, or are you balanced?
like honestly, I don't know the importance of class president because mm, only like to be honestly, like the job of the class president is so easy. Like they just have
Oh.
to give the paperwork that teachers let them to do like that.
I see then. Uh, hmm. Okay then. So let me modify the question. If you were president of a country, okay, let's go higher. What kind of leader would you become? You're leading millions of people. Mm,
Mm, I want to be a moral president because I want like the people in Korea to live happily, if
mhm,
even there is a bad thing like pandemic like that.
mm.
So
I see.
if
Okay.
there is like a pandemic, like I will use money to help them.
Okay, okay, I see. Um, how about now? In your government, like, can you see them using money to, make your life better during the pandemic?
Yes, like they give some money. Like for example, a owner of the restaurant who has difficulty of earning money because of pandemic, like that.
Oh, I see. So let me get it clear. They gave money to these owners?
Yes, and other people too.
I see, I see. Then that's really good then. Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, very good. Okay, those were some good answers. Okay, now let's take a look at the words. Okay, so we're gonna match these words to the correct sentences, and later we're gonna make use of these words as well, just like what we did with reading expert. Okay, so let's begin with 1 to 6. A good boss makes requests instead of giving what?
Orders.
Yes, that is true. Very good. Orders. Field trips. Okay, number 2. Field trips are blank part of the curriculum.
Mm, integral.
Yes, integral. Okay, good. And 3, we blank you to lend your neighbors a helping hand.
Urge.
Yes, urge. Good job. And 4, you should probably take some time to blank before you make a decision.
Mm, reflect.
Reflect. Okay, good. Okay, let me ask you, what do you think is the meaning in that sentence when we say that someone needs to reflect before they make a decision?
Mm, like thinking my attitude or behavior again.
Thinking about your behavior again.
Yes.
Okay, that is true. Okay, very good. Yes, so like to think about something deeply or to think about how you acted or behaved. Okay, very good, Son. Number 5, she blank her beliefs on others.
Mm, imposes.
Yes, imposes. Okay, very good. And the last one is, of course, okay, dedicate. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish it up. Okay, so good job. Those are your first group of words. Do you have any question about these?
No.
No. Okay, then we're gonna move on. So 7 to 12. Okay, choose the words that are closest in meaning to the underlined ones. So it says here, document with the utmost care.
Mm, be supreme.
Supreme. Okay, good job. Okay, I just want to confirm what could it mean when we say utmost or supreme care?
Like greatest or highest.
Yes, okay, very good. Okay, highest or greatest. Okay, good job. Number 8, his daughter acts most dutifully when she is hoping for a raise.
Mm, C.
Yes, okay, very good. Obediently. And what does it mean when we are obedient or we dutifully do something?
Like listening to other people's orders.
Ah, okay, very good. To listen to other people's orders. Okay, good job. And 9, the soccer team cannot function properly.
A. Perform.
Yes, okay, very good. Perform. And 10, I think you already know, significant amount.
C. Great.
Yes, very good. Great. And 11, we compiled our best assignments.
Mm, A. Gathered.
Yes, okay, very good. To gather or collect something, that's compiling. And 12, she knew that if she called him relentlessly, he would eventually pick up the phone.
D. Finally.
Yes, okay, good job, finally. And that's it for 7 to 12. Next, we still have more, 13 to 15. So these are phrasal verbs. Okay, before you use them, are you familiar with these already?
Yes.
Okay, let's try them. In number 13, my grandmother's ring was.
Past done.
Yes, okay, passed down. Okay, good job. That's 13. And 14, I think children behave better when parents blank strict rules.
Lay down.
Lay down. Okay, very good. And the final one is, of course, abide by. Okay, so it says there, abide by the law. What does it mean when we say people abide by the law?
By acting by the law.
Acting by the law. Okay, yes, that is good. Okay, or to follow the law or to be obedient to the law. Okay, good job. So before we move on to the comprehension, okay, I'm gonna choose about 3 from all of these words, and you will combine. Hmm. hmm, hmm. We will choose. I'll choose urge. Urge can be a noun or a verb, but I want you to use it as a verb, just like how they used it. And I want you to also use this one, utmost, highest degree or level. That's an adjective. and abide by. Yeah, a phrasal verb. Okay, these three, please. Urge, utmost, and abide by.
He urged you to abide by the law utmost.
Utmost. He urge you to abide by the law. Utmost. Mm. You need to add a preposition before utmost and then put a noun. Because if you put utmost in the last part, it's an adjective, but in your sentence, it's not describing anything. Okay. So you need to say he urged you to abide by the law, and then preposition utmost noun like that. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. One more time, please.
He urged you to be abided by the law to the utmost.
To the utmost. Ah, okay, yes. It can work like that if you put to and then the utmost. Okay, even without noun, okay, it can work as long as you put the article the. Okay, very good, Son. Okay, good job. Okay, then, do you have any questions with these words?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the comprehension. Okay, wait, let me just zoom in. In number one, what is the main idea?
A.
Yes, okay, very good. It's all about Confucius. Okay, so one of the most influential philosophies. And two, oh wait, let me, okay. Number two, how did Confucius think a good ruler earned respect?
B.
Yes, B, by displaying outstanding moral behavior. And my own question, how does one, um, how do people, according to Confucius, display moral behavior?
Mm, like they said that the more king rule themselves before trying to rule others.
Okay, that is true. Okay, they must rule themselves first before learning to rule over others. Okay, good job. Okay, number three, which of the following is an example of filial piety?
Mm, B.
Yes, letter B, a son following his father's orders. And by the way, okay, what is filial piety according to the passage?
Like it is a mind or thinking of loving and respecting one's elders.
Yes. Okay, very good, son. That is true. Okay, then. Good job. For number four, the word fundamental in the passage is closest in meaning to which word?
Mm,
This word has many meanings, but try to look at how they used it in the passage.
C. Essential.
Okay, yes, very good. It is essential. Okay, good job. And for number five, which of the following is not mentioned in the passage as one of Confucius' belief?
Mm, B.
Yes, actually, letter B. Okay, good job. And number 6, what can be inferred about the analects of Confucius?
Mm, C.
Yes, okay, letter C. Okay, so of course, okay, when the Analects of Confucius was compiled, okay, the best guess that we can do, or the best inference, would be that it helps spread his philosophy. Okay, good job, Son. Okay, and in 7, 8, and 9, okay, you need to give sentences for these ones. So number 7, why did Confucius challenge leaders to learn to rule themselves before ruling others?
Mm, because the leaders held responsible for bringing peace to a nation to govern their people.
Okay. Can you repeat the answer again?
Mm, because the leaders held responsibility for bringing peace to a nation and to govern their people.
Mm. Okay, that is true. They have the responsibility, that responsibility to bring peace and govern their people. But, wait. Okay, but remember that Confucius is a teacher and he wants leaders to learn from his teachings. Okay, let me modify the question. Okay, so it says here challenge leaders to learn to rule themselves. Okay. So, in other words, what does Confucius want these leaders to realize? Okay. Because your answer is actually given already. That's understood. What the leader should do is the one you said. But we're looking for, okay, the teaching that Confucius wanted the leaders to learn.
They want leaders not to demand respect but earn it by setting a good example.
Mm. Okay, that's what he wants. Okay, so they must set a good example. Okay, connected with respect. Okay, very good. Number 8, according to Confucius, what is the best way to learn?
Mm, like devoting their lives to learning.
Devoting their lives to learning. Hmm. Yes, okay, people can devote their lives to learning. Can you become more specific?
Mm,
Like the exact way that we should learn, according to Confucius.
like he said that learning is a balance between studying and reflecting, so he taught his students to study hard and they think deeply about the material.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, study. The keywords there really are to study hard and to reflect on what you have studied. Okay, very good. And 9, how were Confucius's ideas passed down over time?
His students compiled the Analects of Confucius.
Okay, very good. And according to the passage, just my own question, why did his disciples or students decided to compile his teachings?
Because they wanted to spread the principles of Confucius to China.
Yes, okay, that's true. There's another part. Okay, so yeah, they wanted to spread that. And there's another reason.
And he, the Confucius wanted to pass down his ideas.
Okay. Yeah, he wanted to pass it down, and his students wanted to spread it. But there's one more important reason. Can
Uh,
you find it?
he his students wrote it because He didn't written down a word of his teachings while he was teaching the students.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so surprisingly, even though he knows his teaching, he didn't write any of those teachings. So the book we see actually came from the knowledge of his students, what they learned from him. Okay, then, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the summary part. So we're gonna do this just like how we did read up one. So okay, you need to complete the summary first. In step one, please match these words to the correct blanks. So in part one, blank Confucius.
Philosopher.
Yes, okay, very good. Philosopher Confucius. And number two, born in China during the blank.
Warring States period.
Yes, Warring States period. Good job. And B, spread ideas of love and
Humanism.
mm, humanism is a concept. Okay, but here they were looking for qualities.
Filial piety.
Hmm? Here, spread
Filial,
idea, piety.
yes.
Um, that is a concept. Okay,
Peace.
that is a peace actually. Yes, very good. Peace. Okay, just love and peace. Because son, look, there's a conjunction here. Okay, and this is only a simple word like love. If they said here filial piety and then probably you will answer humanism. Okay, do you get it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now let's take a look at part two. Okay, the blank here.
Humanism.
Yes. Okay, that's where we put humanism. So A and B has something to do with humanism. So we must blank oneself before others.
Example. either
We must,
um, rule.
yes, okay, you rule yourself first, okay, control yourself, okay, before others. And then B, set a good,
Example.
yes, example. Okay, good job. And then, okay, next one, number three, blank.
Filial piety.
Yes, that's the one, filial piety. Okay, so everything here has something to do with this concept. So this is the idea of respecting blank and ancestors.
Elders.
Yes. Okay, very good. Elders. Okay. And B, society functions best when blank relationships are respected.
Hierarchical.
Okay, hierarchical. Okay, good job. And that's it for filial piety. Okay, now let's go to part four. Okay, what is this blank?
Education.
Yes, very good. Education. Okay, wait. Yes, education. Education for blank.
Everyone.
Yes. Okay, everyone. And learning by studying and
Reflecting.
yes, reflecting. Okay, wait. Where is that reflecting? Ah, okay. And then the last part, Confucianism, passed down through the blank.
Analytics of Confucius.
Okay. And the final one is, of course, okay, I'm just going to answer it for you, Asia. Okay. Influence Asia and the rest of the world. Okay. So now, okay, remember your answers here. Okay, these sentences. So these are all, most of these are broken, okay, broken sentences, fragments. So just like before, it's writing. Are you using a desktop, a computer?
Yes, I can type it.
Ah, okay then. So follow this structure. Okay, you just need to complete the first blanks, and then you can already begin combining all of the information. Okay, go ahead, Son. So just use these. Okay. Put it in the chat when you're finished. Okay, Confucius was a philosopher. And then during the Warring States period, I'm just checking the blanks first. He spent his life love and peace. And his ideas passed down through the analects of Confucius, and they influenced Asia. Okay, yes, very good. So you got the blanks. Okay, now let's focus more on the writing. Okay, so Confucius was a philosopher. Let's see. He wanted the leaders to rule oneself before others and set a good example. Very good. He also taught filial piety, which is okay, there's something wrong there?
On.
And yes, very good. And okay, and this one you just missed the D, so which is an idea of respecting elders and ancestors. He taught that the society functions when hierarchical, okay, you're a C there, when hierarchical relationships are respected. Lastly, he said, okay, there's something missing here.
Mm,
A punctuation mark.
I.
What do we call that mark?
Mm, I forgot.
Okay, it's all right. Okay, this is called a comma. Okay, comma. So don't forget when you are writing, this is a transition. So it tells us which happened first, second, or last. On this, with this one, it talks about the last thing that happened. So before you begin, after it, you put a comma. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, lastly, he said that everyone should learn, and the best way to learn is by studying and reflecting. Good. His idea passed down through the al. I think this is was passed down. Were. Oh yeah. Okay. I think you just missed it. Were passed down through the analects of Confucius, the influence Asia and the rest of the world. Okay, very good. Okay, only minimal errors, ideas. His ideas. Okay, and then be careful as well when you type. I noticed that most of the time you do know, but you just missed to put the letter. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, then good job, son. Okay, this is a good summary. Okay, well organized, and I don't really need to do a lot of checking. Okay, we just need to be careful with the marks. Okay, then. So on our next meeting, okay, on your reading, we're gonna do traveling the Silk Road.